Oh yes, it is very near and dear to my heart. So again, I'm gonna take you back to my undergrad experience.
Okay.
So when I was an African American Studies major, I interned for the District Attorney of Baltimore City, and as an intern, part of my job was to listen to recorded phone calls of inmates because my boss at the time he was prosecuting some gang members in Baltimore City, so
Okay.
he needed some evidence. So one of my job was to listen to recorded phone calls and take notes that he could use at trials. And I remember one day one of the cases that I was listening to, one of the recordings that I was listening to was a kid, and he was about the age of 15, 16, and this is a kid that was on trial for murder, right? So that experience really got me thinking because, like, here's a kid that grew up in a gang environment, right?
Right.
The grandparents were gang members, the parents were gang members, big brother was a gang member,
Mm.
so that's all he knew. So this experience really got me thinking to how fortunate I am to having been born outside of that environment. It also got me to appreciate all my mentors that I've had, right? Because I've had good black men in my life to show me what to aspire to be. Whereas he may not have had any uncles or dad to say, hey, be like this when you grow up.
Right.
So that worked really because I've always thought like, okay, like even if that kid grew up in a gang environment, what if he had a mentor that says, hey, after school, go home and do your homework and don't hang around the corner, right? That could have had an impact. So for me, that was one of the critical moments that really got me passionate about this work that I do, because I believe that it is my duty to be a mentor to young black and brown kids in America, right? Again, a lot of us don't have mentors
Right.
to guide us, to show us the way. So yeah, so that was the work that really got me to say, okay, how can I start a mentoring program? And I actually did. So right, so when I was in undergrad, I started a mentoring program called the Saturday Literacy Enrichment Program, and this program was based upon the Black Panther Freedom Schools, because again, back in the days, the Black Panther they had after school programs in which they provided breakfast and literacy tutoring to kids. So for me, I having learned about the Black Panthers and the programs, I replicated something similar, in which I was able to fundraise about $20,000, make partnerships with local elementary schools, like a Title I school that all the kids are black and brown. I mean, like 90% of the kids are black and brown, and it's a
Right.
low income community, right?